Schande is both a German and Yiddish word, and it means shame or disgrace, but it's like a travesty of justice. Like if you've really been done wrong, it's like, oh, it's a Schande.
Did you ever have like a crush on any celebrities or musicians in the 90s?
Kim Deal, of course.
I always had a huge crush on Morrissey. I always kind of assumed that girls weren't his first preference, but I had a gigantic crush on him.
Deborah Harry comes to mind.
Kim Gordon, obviously.
What was the band, and how old are you when you listened to a band for the first time that totally blew your mind and you had no idea music could sound like this and you were just like totally blown away?
That would have to be NWA Straight Outta Compton. When I heard Fuck the Police, I was just shocked. I was like, I didn't even know you could say that. It kind of like gave me an insight of what the world was really like, that you could say certain things that people didn't necessarily agree with.
English punk rock, mainly the Sex Pistols. This isn't a day of heavy metal where you can outplay one another, and the Pistol sounds were just somewhat the opposite. It's just straight ahead, as hard as anything metal's ever come out with. Basically, that blew my mind away, and John Lydon's attitude toward it doesn't matter if we can play, or it doesn't matter what people think about us, we're just going to do it. And in that sense, you know, it sounds like cliche that punk rock has changed my life.
Oh, the Smiths, and still I would really seriously contemplate making a pact with the devil to play guitar like Johnny Marr. Even if I did, I still wouldn't be able to. I remember when I heard Pod by the Breeders thinking, this is the record you should make, like this is a perfect record. I would say Throwing Muses were probably one of the biggest influences in my life. You know, I remember hearing them for the first time when I was 13, and I did not know songs could be written like that. I didn't know they could exist like that.
Husker Du, but a lot of that had to do with my, the fact that I was kind of sheltered musically. So when I heard that, it was just sort of, I thought it was interesting just because you could kind of look and sound a certain way. You didn't have to look like a Warrant or a Cinderella or something like that to be considered a rock band.
So would you consider the music you make like nostalgic music?
In a way, yes, because Jen and I used to play 7 years ago. There was a song we just recorded that was my first song that I ever wrote a bass line for, and that was 7 years ago, and we're still playing that today.
Yeah, I guess it is nostalgic in a sense, because I feel like, I could be carrying on the torch. I don't think I can necessarily say I could hold a candle in the same light as, a lot of these people that came before me. That'd be foolish to think that, But, yeah, it's nostalgic in a sense. My music wouldn't be what it is today if it wasn't for the people that came before me.
Not really. I mean, I think it's more, it's a little more forward-looking.
And I started my first band in '91, and so I think because that's when I really began songwriting, there's just an element of that era that probably comes out when I write now. If you factor in that's when I started playing, and then that's when, the impact of your influences are the biggest, that undoubtedly, really affected my style. And so the songs I write now will probably always harken back to that era, but it's completely unintentional.